Hola, ahora yo quiero enseñarles acerca del tenso presente. Now I want to teach you about the present tense. The present tense. And you're not used to thinking about language this way, probably, and that's all right. But the present tense is, in English, for example, I know, I see, I go, I watch, I wake up, etc. So, in Spanish, all verbs end in either AR or IR or ER. Now, one thing that's nice, so there are only 3 endings for verbs. If you see something that ends in an R in Spanish, chances are it's a verb, an action word, an action word. And you have been memorizing and studying on page 52 and page 82 different verbs, right? So with in Spanish, what we want to do is let me rephrase. In English, we use pronouns to say who the verb belongs to, such as I, you, he, she, we, and they. In Spanish, there are actually different endings that go with the verbs. Because, for example, in English we say, I watch, you watch, we watch, and they watch. So, watch, 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 watch. Watch, 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 watch. Now, it's true that for he and she, we say watches. So in English, it's very important to have all those pronouns so that we understand who is doing the watching, right? But in Spanish, each one of these forms is different. Now, and I want you to learn them in this order because this is first person singular, I watch. This is first person plural. This is second person singular. This is second person plural. This is third person singular. This is third person plural. Now, I'm not going to teach you this one right here in Spanish because that's only used in Spain. And if you go to Spain or you travel there, you will pick it up very, very quickly. But more than 90% of the Spanish-speaking world does not use this form right here. All right? So it goes like this with the pronouns. Yo. Can you see that? Yep. Yo. Tú. Él. Él with that accent. Ella. Usted. Which is often abbreviated, and there are not many contractions or abbreviations in Spanish, but it's spelled it's pronounced usted. Usted. And then we is nosotros. Nosotros ending in an O, os, is we for both men and women. Or if it's exclusively women, it's nosotras. Nosotras. So let's just say if you were referring to a group of people of 100 people and there was one man in that 100 people, you would say nosotros. But let's say you have 1,000 women together, you'd say nosotras. Nosotras. And then with they, it's ellos, meaning they, men and women. Ellas, meaning exclusively women. And then ustedes, you all. You all. All right, so repite conmigo. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, nosotras, ellos, ellas, ustedes. All right, now the thing that you do with all verbs in Spanish when you want to put it in the yo form, in the I form, is you drop off the AR, the IR, and the ER, and you simply add O. For example, if you have the verb mirar, mirar, take off that AR, and you would say, and you would add the O, and it would be miro, yo miro, I watch. Or if you had the verb bailar, to dance, you drop off that AR and add an O on the end of it, and you say bailo, yo bailo, I dance. Now if you say yo bailo, it means I dance. If you say bailo, it means I dance. Because that pronoun becomes optional, because unlike in English, there's no confusion without the pronouns, except for down here where this one, the he and she, and the they, share different pronouns for different people. The same conjugation for the same people. All right? So you would say, oh, miro. Now, for AR verbs, then you say, miras. Okay, I think that I'm running out of room on this board, so take a shot of that and then come back. So we'll just do AR verbs first. I'm not used to teaching with such a small board. All right? Okay, so it would be yo and the O. O. Tú and as. Él, ella, usted, a. And nosotros, nosotras, amos, amos. And ellos, ellas. Notice that LL is a ya sound, right? Ellos, ellas, and ustedes is on. On. So, for example, I will go back to using another AR verb. Let's see, from page 52. And what are our options? Cantar. We use cantar. So if you had cantar, which is to sing, cantar, cantar, it would be yo canto, tú cantas, él canta, ella canta, usted canta, nosotros cantamos, nosotras cantamos, ellos cantan, ellas cantan, ustedes cantan. All right, so repite conmigo. Yo canto, tú cantas, él canta, ella canta, usted canta. Nosotros cantamos, nosotras cantamos. Ellos cantan, ellas cantan, ustedes cantan, cantan. So I sing, you sing, he sings, she sings, you, formal. This is another you right here. That's the formal you. Now in English, we only use the formal you. If you're familiar with King James Bible at all, or you're familiar with the King James Lord Prayer, thee, thine, thou, or the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not, that's the familiar you form in English. But we have lost that in our spoken language. And that's what languages do over time, is they simplify. They keep on simplifying and simplifying and simplifying. All right, so that's for the AR verbs. And now on the next video, I will teach you about ER and IR verbs. I will continue to teach you about that because they're almost exactly the same.